We now have the pleasure of welcoming Andreas Jacobs. He is chairman of the board of Callebaut Group, and he's also chairman of the board of Jacobs Holding, an investment company which unites the businesses of the Jacobs family. Dr. Jacobs, you participated today in a session discussing the entrepreneurial aspects of both family companies and listed companies. You mentioned that your structure is kind of a hybrid structure. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a hybrid structure because we as a family have controlling interest in two companies that are listed companies. You mentioned them. Callebaut is one of them, the leading supplier, manufacturer of chocolate in the world. And the other one is Adecco, the leading company in the world for human resource solutions. And it's an interesting structure because on the one hand, we have the family entrepreneurial spirit. On the other hand, we have all the advantages of being listed, which is the advantage of being measured by investors in terms of value, which is the advantage of being, highly professional corporate governance, the advantage of having independent board members, and all the other disciplines companies have to have when they're listed.
One might also argue that these kind of aspects might in some cases contradict each other or have interests against each other. How do you manage to rule out these difficulties?
Well, it's, of course, you're right. It's a question of codex and discipline to live both worlds so that both together are perfect world or become the best of all. So as a family, we have a certain codex that we say we want, first of all, family members in the companies that are successful family members in terms of business, that have enjoyed a good education, that have proven to be good managers or good board members outside our own businesses, outside the family business. And the other one, of course, is a certain codex to make sure that we always adapt according to whatever the rules are, the rules of public companies, the rules of corporate governance. So it's a question of discipline which should not be overruled by family issues and by preference for certain children or certain parts of the family.
Are these the kind of aspects that make it so difficult sometimes for second and third generation entrepreneurs to actually have successful businesses?
It could be difficult. For us it works very well because actually the companies perform very well, and every time the performance is good, it's much easier to live along the codex and the regulations. If we would be under pressure or in trouble, then of course it becomes very difficult for families to keep the pace and keep the codex going. And thanks God I haven't experienced it yet, so I hope this will last for long.
And you're persuaded that the structures you kind of set up are prepared to deal with this kind of situation also?
Well, I'm the fourth generation of the family, so we went through some generations and some succession management and different setups of ownership and different split of shares and so on. So I think we have some experience in it, and it's important to keep the experience and the history alive to make sure that we don't do the same mistakes twice. I hope we will do so. We will see. History will tell.
How did you like the opportunity to exchange ideas here at the St. Gallen Symposium with people from different backgrounds?
Well, first of all, I love to come to universities, to places where lots of smart young people come together, generate ideas, discuss, exchange ideas. St. Gallen, of course, is a superb elite place for this, not just because the students are smart, but also because the symposium has been able to attract very, very good, smart, interesting people over the course of the last few years. So I think this is one of the prime places to be, to exchange, to learn, and to listen to the next generation.
Dr. Jacobs, thank you very much for your time.